Okay guys, now I'll teach you how to process a picture to print on the bottle. So for example, we want to print this picture on the bottle. So we do the process as before. First we go to layer and we unlock the layer as this. And also because we want to print the picture on the dark bottle, so we need to create a white layer to print on the dark material. So we go to the selection and we go to the match tools, we select, and then we go to select inverse, and we go to channel, and we see here CMYK. And also before we create the spot channel, we must be sure the image model is CMYK color. And then we go to select the new spot channel, and we select the white ink and base. So here, all the same as before, the more dark ink we fill, the more white ink we print out. So if you want to print the maximal white ink, just fill by CMYK 100%, and solidity put by 100%, then we click OK. So this is the white layer. Because the AlphaJet cannot print with varnish white and color by one pass print on the bottle, so we just no need to create varnish channel. We just create a spot channel for white layer is enough. So when we click off the CMYK, we can see this is the white layer, and this is the color CMYK. And also be sure all the eyes we keep on, and layer the eyes keep on, and we save the file by TIFF format. Okay, then we go to the RIP software, and also we load the picture. We save again. Okay, so now we need to set the size we want to print, because the bars are printed by horizontal. So we need to rotate the picture as this print. And also we need to set the size. The width means the length. The length of the width means the length of the bottle, and the height it means the rotary size of the bottle. So the rotary size height cannot bigger than the bottle cycle size. So for example, we put is 26, and height we automatically to 52, and click yes. And let's go to spot channel, and we open the spot channel for white, and varnish we choose off now, and choose the shrink for white ink for 0.08 up to requirement, and let's set it as this. Then click OK, and then we go to print to change it. We choose the access profile and forward output. We save the file backup to PIM file. Okay, now we start to print on the bottle with the rotary cylinder model. So first we go to the software, control software, and also we keep the machine powered on. Power on the machine and open the control software. And from the control software, we can see right now it is flatbed machine model. So we must convert to cylinder to print out the bottle because the settings difference.
So we go to find on the icon named the switch machine, switch printer. We click on and we choose cylinder machine. Before we click yes to convert, we must be sure there's nothing stay at the table to prevent the carriage and the rapid moving. To be sure everything's okay, then we go to click yes. Then the machine will convert to cylinder setting. The carriage starts to moving up and down, and move to the left, then back to home position. Then it's convert already, and then we click exit. Then we can see the cylinder machine. It shows the cylinder machine model from the bottom here. That means the machine is converted to cylinder already, the setting or back to cylinder. And then we go some setting. Here we choose not full ink. For print the bottle, the varnish cannot using. So we choose the size. How many nozzle print ink. Also as said before, it's dependent on the size, the cube size, the cube gap of the material. If you print a big bottle, then you choose more nozzles, like 1/3 or 1/4. If the small bottle we choose 6 or 12 or 10. So that's depending on the size of the bottle. The diameter bigger, then we choose the big number, like 12 or 10. The diameter is bigger, then we choose a small number. The diameter of the bottle is bigger, then we choose the small number. So this is the size. Normally we choose 1/6 for print. And here we choose middle and the right, keep this spot. And here we choose white with varnish, or as you only print white or print only color or white or varnish. For print white and color is used for print on the black bottle. And for print on the white bottle, if you don't want embossed results, you can choose only color. The varnish will not show on here. After we do some basic setting, then we can go to first install the cylinder, the rotary device to the machine. Again, and we check all the settings before we print. First, we be sure it's your cylinder machine here. Cylinder machine, convert to cylinder model, and we go to adjust and double check. We go to setting, and here we choose the number of diameter, how many nozzles working. So for this bottle is small, so we choose 1/10 of the nozzle to print. The middle size, print to right. And print with white and color because it's white. The black is a black bottle, no mineral, and safe. Remember, we must save all the settings after we change. Then we go to print, and here we must check the direction of the bottle, the direction of the picture.
First, we open the carriage cover, and we can find out that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 screws, and we loosen this screw. Then we find the film, and there's the hole here. We put it inside. Then we install back this way.
fasten it where. Then we go to the left side. We can also see there are 1, 2 screws. We loosen it and we push the gear. Then we loosen, then we lock back. And also here. Okay, look like this. To be sure the printing head surface will get strong without effect by the UV lamp. By this way. So be sure the film was installed by this way. The left 2 screw locked and the right 2 screw locked. And when we see the bottom print head, we can see the varnish print head. This print head get protected by the film to protect the varnish print head not affected by the UV lamp over here to get a clog. But we must keep the white and varnish print head no cover. Be sure it have enough space for wet and varnish, otherwise the print will no ink coming out. Okay, now I'll teach you how to install the rotary print device to print the bottle by the UV printer. So first we put the printing device on the table and we fasten the screw. Two screws at left side here, 1, 2 to the hole here. Have a screw hole inside, and must be sure the big hole at the outside, and the screw inside will not over. And also install the left side 2 screw to the machine. 1, 2 screw to fasten it, and also fasten another 2 screw here and here to lock the rear. Up-down rear, and also we can loosen the screw to adjust the gap, the distance between each, and put at the middle of the bottle to be sure the 3 gear can match with the size. It's good position, and then we fasten the screw here, and put the bottle on the top of the gear, and then we go to the software to move up we can go software to move off the table. But right now we must move a little bit by a little bit, cannot too fast, because the upper limit sensor is not working when you print the rotary printing media. So just we move up from the software by move up little by little bit, 3 seconds by 3 seconds to move up. And here we must pay more attention to this gap. this metal cannot over this aluminum parts. We just move a little bit by little bit. Then move a little bit. Three seconds plus 3 seconds. Here, this gap must keep the distance between the metal, these two metal, within 2 millimeter, or it will be hit the metal. A little bit more. Okay. So keep the gap like this, with a little bit about 2 to 3 millimeter. Please must be careful. If this metal move over the position, so the table still moving up. The table still moving up, so it will be damage the table and the motor, up-down motor. So this is very important. This is very important. Must pay more attention to the up-down motion, or will be hit. Then we push down the emergency button and we pull the carriage out of home position, and we check the gap between the printing head and the mirror. Keep it at 3 to 5 millimeter, like this gap. Don't too big or will be hit printing head, and don't be the gap too big. If the gap too big, the printing cord is very no good. If the gap too small, it will easily scratch the printing head. So check the gap is at safety 3 to 5 millimeter, and not scratch the bottle. Then we release the emergency button and move the carriage back to home position. Then we go to the software to do some setting for print. So before we print the rotary print device, we must take out the varnish printing head. Because if we print on the bottle is bent, we can only print on the top and the rotor is to print. So when doing printing, the varnish printing head will not working. It's not a print. So we need to close the varnish printing jet ink. And also if we print the bottle, the UV light will be shining to the surface of the bottle, and the light will be bent back to curing the varnish printing head to cause the varnish printing head clog. So we must take out the varnish printing head and then print the bottle. After we take out the varnish printing head and be sure the gap between the mirror and printing head is safety, then we go to the software. First, it must be sure the gap between the two metal have enough space, about 2 to 3 millimeter, and the gap between the printing head and the mirror also 3 to 5 millimeter, and also take out the varnish printing head to prevent clog by the strong UV light. And then the size of the round size of the mirror must be the same as the head or smaller than the head of the printing job. Check all the settings before we print. First, we be sure it's your cylinder machine here. Cylinder machine, convert to cylinder model, and we go to adjust and double check. We go to setting, and here we choose the number of diameter, how many nozzles working. So for this bottle is small, so we choose 1/10 of the nozzle to print. The middle size, print to right. and print with white and color because it's white. The black is a black bottle, no mineral, and safe. Remember, we must save all the setting after we change. Then we go to print, and here we must check the direction of the bottle, the direction of the picture. And then we go to task setting, and we check some settings, and we check everything's okay. Then we can click print.
Print. First print the white layer, then print the color layer on the top of the white layer. So we can see now the color layer is printed out. The focus alpha jet UV printer printed with about the focus alpha jet print on the bottle. It's nice quality. Okay, now it's print finished. Okay, we can see the print result. It's nice quality. Hello, Master B. We can see the quality, no overlap, and with good color rendition. good color. And you take it on the cover, you can save by $100 for one bottle. And Hello Master. So this is the OEM design. A good nice gift for your wife, for your daughter, for your son. Thank you. So this procedure for print on bottle from Focus by Focus AlphaJet UV printer.
So if you have any overlap for print the black bottle with white ink layer first. So see here, this is no overlap. So if you have any white ink coming out overlap, so we can do the setting same as print tape, print with flatbed motion. So we go to convert switch it to cylinder machine and keep the machine under the cylinder machine model. And then we go to adjust here. And here we can also we choose the Rotary. So here become the Rotary already. We choose by Rotary model. And here we can do all the settings same as flatbed as before, the same procedure and method. We do the step, the vertical, this is no need, same as flatbed. But the step, the headspace, and bed action is different. Color adjust the same. Bed action, headspace, step, all the parameters we need to alignment again for only used for Rotary media. But the number will not change too much. It's only between 5, maximum 5 or 10 digital numbers change. For example, if the step adjustment, the step for flatbed is 60162. So if you print on the bottle, maybe just 60163 or 65 or 4 or 58, 59 like this. Only 3 to 5 digital number change, not change too much. And also this for step and headspace, the same. So left to right and vertical and horizontal, and the color adjust, no change, same as flatbed. The bed action you can changes a little bit small. Normally this no change, but if you have overlap for printer with bed action on the bottle, you still need to change a little bit. So if you change the number, change the parameter from here, so all the parameters will only used for the Rotary material. So we convert back to flatbed, the number will be changed back to flatbed as the flatbed parameter as before we set. So that means these two suits of parameters, one suit for Rotary, one suit for flatbed. And these two suits of parameters we must adjust separately, unique. And if you still have a little bit overlap, you can go to the setting. For example, we print this picture, we have a little bit of overlap, and then we can go to the spot color here. And here we can cut the indent, this for blooding. We can cut by 0.3 or 0.2 millimeter for top, for left, or for cut. But if you print a small verse, small character, you need to reduce the number. If you print a bigger image, you can put big more, increase the number. So this is also for blooding. The same as the blooding here for the rib, same as the rib from here, the spot color here, the blooding here. But here we just opened by minus 0.55. So if we put already from here, then here we no need to set. But if you still a little bit overlap, you can still set from here. And this function is also working well for flatbed version. When you go to the flatbed model, if you have a little bit overlap, you can still go to the overlap, the spot channel, and you select this kind of setting by -3, -2. After you select, you must click save. For example, we put by 0.3 for the top, but we must click save. Otherwise, it will not working. Must click save for save the parameter. Then we go back for print. So this is the procedure to do the calibration for the Rotary device as step, headspace, color adjustment, and bed direction, and for the spot blooding setting. So this is all the setting. The procedure and the method is the same as flatbed version. So after we finish the print bottle, we want to print on the table on the flatbed and the flatbed version model. So we need to convert to the flatbed model. We go to switch printer and we choose flatbed and then click yes. And keep machine power on. Then we go to click exit. So now the machine is under flatbed version, flatbed model. We can print the flatbed material. And the machine starts to do self-testing. We can remove the bottle from the jig. Then we move out the carriage. Remember before we put a tape on the top or the bottom of the varnish printer head. So we need to place left. And then we remove the tape on the bottom of the carriage. So we put the tape for print the bottle, remove the tape. When we don't want to print with the bottle, we print the flatbed. So we remove the protection tape. So the tape move out, and then we must be sure here is not have any. Don't put any tapes with glue. Glue is at both sides, and then we throw away. So after we remove the tape, then we can place X home from the software to make the machine the carriage back to home position. So now then we remove the rotary jigs device from the flatbed by loosening the 4 screws, 2 at the left and 2 at the right. And another 2 holes is used for you print with another diameter that cannot, the small diameter bottle you can move to front these wheels. Loosen the 4 screws, 2 at the left and 2 at the right to move to the front. And then the totally device move to forward and they adjust the same position of the printing head. So after we remove the jigs from the table, and then we can continue to print the flatbed. So just remember all the procedure for print the bottle and print the tape, print the flatbed material is different. Thank you.